to trading. So I know most of us, if you're brand new, some of you may have just got started. Some of y'all might have been involved for a few months. It doesn't matter, right? Where you're at, Jamal, you right in this. He didn't want to be on camera, but you just saw him. Y'all check it. That's like my brother from another mother right there. So, what was I saying? The trading. So some of you guys are brand new. Some of you guys have been here for a while, and you know what we want to do is also start to see more success trading, right? Some of you guys on here have had amazing days, amazing weeks. Some people may be on here saying, "Man, you know, I'm not trading enough, or I'm losing trades." It's okay. It's a part of the process. Y'all see what my shirt says, right? Trust the process. You will lose some trades. You won't win them all. But what we want to do is minimize losses and maximize profits. So if you get anything from this call, you might want to write that down. The whole goal is to minimize the losses and maximize the profits. Okay? So what that means is that, I mean, you've seen them. You may have seen a post that was shared in the groups today. Let me pull it up. It says, trading is 10% buying, 10% selling, 80% waiting. Okay? We're going to spend more trades waiting on the proper trade setup rather than actually buying or selling and executing trades. First thing, and I'll use myself as an example. If all day long you're looking at your MetaTrader 4, looking for any reason to press buy or sell or enter a trade, set yourself up to lose a lot, because there's not going to be a trade setup that's going to minimize your losses, maximize your profit all day long. The markets are open all day long, but you've got to wait for that perfect setup so that you can execute a winning trade. Okay, so how do we minimize losses, maximize our profits? So one, we do have an amazing platform of educators who give us signals, right? That's one avenue. All of us are in the signals group. You're probably trading either in your demo or in your live, taking the signals that you want to get comfortable placing trades. But now our whole goal is for you to learn how to trade and not just become a professional signal taker, right? So what you want to be doing while you're taking these signals is also trying to, one, learn from an educator on Go Live that you resonate with, that you like their strategy, and you should be learning from that person. Okay, what I recommend, guys, is you want to plug into 1 to 2 educators. Okay, welcome to the call, Sean. 1 to 2 educators who teach and trade the same strategy. Okay, 1 to 2 educators that use the same strategy and commit to getting on their sessions. Guys, we have hundreds of educators. You cannot get on every session. It's going to overwhelm you. It's going to confuse you. You're going to get really nowhere fast, to be honest. Okay, so you don't want to try to follow every single educator because you will go crazy. All right. Initially, what you want to do is start to look at different educators, maybe ones you're taking trades from, and get on their sessions and see if you're feeling them. Some people, you're not going to like their voice, so you're not going to enjoy getting on their sessions. Some people may be too hyper. That may not be your learning style. Find an educator that resonates with you. So guys, like, I like Kim Torres, but I have a friend who can't stand hearing her talk. So he's not going to sit on her sessions, but I love it. So don't think because maybe your upline or your sponsor or Dr. Calhoun or myself or Mr. Kevin Howell, because they like Oren Wright, doesn't mean that you're forced to love Levels and Oren Wright. Find who works for you. That's the first thing, okay? So guys, remember, this is all about minimizing losses, maximizing profits. Find 1 to 2 educators that you like and learn, study them. Get on their sessions every time they're live, if you can. Watch their recorded sessions. Learn how to view the market from that educator's perspective, okay? Learn their strategy. If they have a product that they offer based on their strategy, go ahead and add that onto your subscription. So what do I mean? Oren Wright, right? He's the educator that like Kevin Howells loves and Deborah from our team. They love Head and Shoulders and 25 to Life. And Oren Wright is like the holy grail to them. And that's great because lots of people love him. Malik likes Oren Wright, right? So Oren Wright, if you like him, if you like his teaching style, if he makes the markets simple for you to understand, follow him. Now, as you get on his Go Live sessions every week on Go Live, you're going to see that he teaches a strategy that uses a tool called levels. Levels is a tool that we offer in the academy that you're able to add on to your subscription so that you can get trade ideas from Oren right through his tool. So if you're going to be the person who's following an educator and they have a tool, get it. Most of them are like 10, 20 bucks more, okay? But what it's going to do is make you money. So don't think about, oh, I got to pay an extra 20. No, you're investing 20 in a tool that's going to help you make more money from your educator of choice. So think about that. Pick an educator you like, learn their strategy, go on their sessions every week. Then add on whatever product they offer through their strategy. That way you're well equipped when you're going on Go Live sessions to be able to access everything they're going to be talking about on those sessions. Okay, once you've done that, now you want to just stick to the script. Don't try to be all over, be on Gold Cup and Kim Torres and levels with Oren Right Head and Shoulders. Then you also hopping on DeLorean with Tyrone Foster. You're gonna be like, what? You're not gonna be able to master anything. Remember, a jack of all trades is a what? A master of none. So you want to master a strategy. So pick that educator. I want to encourage y'all to start going through educators today. Find who you like. If you've been in a while, you probably already know who you like. Stick to that person. Say, listen, I'm going to learn their strategy. I'm going to view the markets from their perspective. Okay? So that's what I want everyone to kind of put in the back of your mind. But what I want you guys to look at today is a tool that we all have access to for free with our membership, and it's called the Harmonic Scanner. The Harmonic Scanner. Guys, we sleep on this tool. Okay, I'm guilty. For my first 4 months in IM, I didn't even know how to sign into the Harmonic Scanner because I never used it, right? But it's a tool that's super powerful, and I want to make sure that everyone at least knows how to access it, knows how to read it, and you're able to start using this tool to make you some money, okay? It's a part of your subscription. Remember, it's 87% accurate. That means that out of every 100 trades it gives, 87 of them are going to win. But remember, out of 87, right? That means that how much? 13 of them are going to lose. So when you start losing some trades, expect it, it's okay. But the probability, if you use proper risk management, will have you in profit even if you lose more than you win. Okay? So here we go. Let me see. So can you guys see my screen? Someone give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can see my screen. Perfect. All right, good stuff. All right, so guys, to access the Harmonic Scanner, you can access it from im.center or you can just go directly to it. I'm a person, I like to keep it straightforward. It's really easy, guys. It's the word harmonics.im. That's the website to get to the Harmonic Scanner. We can all remember that, okay? Just like we have im.center, we also have golive.im. If you want to get to Go Live directly, just go to golive.im, log in, you're in. You want to access the Harmonic Scanner? Harmonics.im, okay? It's going to bring you to your login screen. Log in with your credentials for the center. Click log in. Okay? Now we're actually in the scanner, guys. Let's be real. And y'all, this is a safe place. Drop in the chat if since you've been in IM Academy, you never, ever, ever logged into the Harmonic Scanner. Be real, because I didn't do it for 4 months. Let me see who I'm talking to. All of y'all, if you haven't used the Harmonic Scanner yet, drop in the chat.
I'm guilty of charge.
Okay, see? we got a couple people already, right? So guys, the scanner, it's included. You see it in every presentation we do. We talk about the Harmonic Scanner. It's a selling point. You know why? Because it works. But we got to use it. So what I want to do, see, someone said I just did 3 days ago. Exactly. We sleep on this tool, but watch. After this little call today, you guys are going to start using it. And this is added value that you can use, teach your teams, also be able to show prospects to get them to want to learn the skill set. So here's the Harmonic Scanner. Okay, so once you log in, you're going to get brought to the interface. This is what it is. Now, what is Harmonics? I'll be real. I'm only going to share what I know with y'all. I'm not a guru on harmonics, but what I do understand is the harmonic pattern in the charts is a reversal pattern. So when a harmonics, these two little yellow triangles, when a harmonic is formed, it means that a reversal is coming in the market. So that's what you need to write down, okay? Harmonic simply means it's a pattern that shows or indicates a potential reversal in the market. So the harmonic scanner that we're using, what it's doing is it's scanning the markets for us, and it's using the harmonic pattern to identify possible reversals in the market. Okay, so if you look at the scanner, here's what you need to know. So when you get in the scanner, it's going to look like this. Okay, let me put this over here. Here's what I need you to take a look at. Over here on the right hand side, it shows you the different time frames. So the scanner gives you trades on all the time frames, 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, and it lists the pairs that have possible trade setups. So these are the trades that the scanner has identified as possible setups. They're going to be listed here. If you want to look at the 1 hour chart, you click 1 hour, it's going to give you those pairs. Sometimes the pairs will appear in both time frames. That's usually a good indication that it's a good trade. If it's appearing in multiple time frames, that means that this is holding true to the reversal structure that the harmonic scanner sees. So you can click here, you click on the different pairs. You see where this says FX choice here? This lists the broker that the scanner actually scans. So you don't have to use your broker of choice. Like if your broker isn't listed here, you can definitely still use these. But of course, like you guys know already, sometimes like trading view numbers and the numbers in your broker are a little bit different, right? So you want to make sure that if you're not using a broker of your choice, you're at least looking at the structure on your broker to make sure things are looking a little similar. But for purposes of this call today, most people use Hugo's Way, right? So if you're using Hugo's Way as your broker, just choose Hugo's Way as your broker here too. That way, these charts here that you see will match up with the Hugo's Way charts on your phone, okay? So you can click the different time frames. It's going to give you different pairs. That's how you see what the scanner has called. So guys, everything listed here, the scanner has identified as a potential trade setup that we can use to copy and paste. So what are we looking for? So let's just look, guys, at the 1 hour, just for, you know, I just like to trade on the 1 hour. So let's look, say we're looking at the scanner saying, hey, my broker's Hugo's Way. Let's see what the scanner sees today. Remember this, in this list here, the trades that are towards the top are the most recent. The trades that are towards the bottom of the list, they are the oldest trades. So in this list, it's going to show you most recent to oldest. That's important because you've got to now see if some trades are still valid or if it's too late to enter that trade. So what do I mean? Let me show you one of the older trades. It says, let's go to this EuroCAD shark, okay? And the shark, bat, crab, they're just different harmonic patterns. If you haven't been through the academy and done like market geometry and stuff, you won't understand that. It's really just advanced geometry of the markets. It's not essential for you to use this tool, okay? It's doing all the heavy lifting for you. So let's look at this. So when we're looking at a harmonic pattern, we're looking for, so once you bring up one of the charts, actually before I show you an old one, let me just show you a new one just to not confuse you. So when you get on the chart, you're gonna identify this little structure right here that says ABCD. Well, ABCDX. So right here, what I'm highlighting, that's the harmonic pattern that the scanner has determined. So here's how you read the scanner. I would move it in, I would like zoom in. This RSI on the bottom, guys, this is just an indicator that's default on the, I just move it out the way. So I just click the X and get it out the way so I can have the full screen, okay? So you bring up the chart where you can see it. What you're looking for, guys, because right now you don't understand market geometry, you're new, we're just using the scanner for what it's designed to do, okay? All you do when you get on the scanner, the first thing you look for is point D. So you look for point D on the scanner. Y'all see where it's at, right? It's right here. That's the first thing you're identifying. Your D point identifies the area near your entry for the trade, okay? D identifies where you're potentially gonna enter this trade. So let's look at this. So we find point D, okay? You can see right here, the scanner shows you the entry is at this green line, at this number. Guys, it literally gives you the number. So you can copy and paste. It gives you the take profit and the stop loss. So check this out. We look for D. We see that the entry is right around this point here. So if we're looking at this chart, price is currently right here on this blue candle, correct? So this is where price is at. Now, this trade is saying that entry is here, but here's what you need to understand, because once you find point D, let me give you the steps in order that'll make sense for everyone. And I haven't rehearsed this. I'm just doing this on the fly for you guys now. So, Pam, you might need to make this a little, Canva for me after this, how to read the scanner. So you pull up the scanner, you go to point D. Now your next question is this a buy or a sell, right? Am I looking for a buy or a sell? This is how you figure that out. When you look at point D, you see your entry, right? If your take profit level that's listed on the scanner is above entry, you are looking for price to go up. You are looking for a buy, right? When price goes up, that's a buy. Does that make sense? Y'all give me some ones in the chat if you got that, because this is the whole thing to the scanner right here. If you find, so step one, locate point D. We're here. Now, step two is this a buy or sell? Look to see if the take profit is above or below the entry. If take profit is above your entry, it's a buy. If your take profit was below the entry, you would be looking for price to go down, so that would be a sell. So that's step two. Is take profit above entry or below entry? If it's above, it's a buy. If it's below, it's a sell. Does that make sense? Is that super clear for everyone? Drop some ones if it's a yes. Okay? Does that make sense to you guys? Boom. Someone said crystal clear. Okay, awesome. I like crystal clear. Okay, cool. Good. So the ones are coming in. So let's go through that. First thing, locate point D. Found it. That means you found your entry area. Okay? Now, is take profit above or below entry? Okay, it's above. Above means buy. So we're looking to trade this pair, which is USD chef up here. We're looking to trade this for a buy. So okay, we're looking for a buy on this pair. Now, based on what the scanner is telling you, it's saying that this entry point price should go up to at least take profit 1, 2, or 3. Guys, when you're starting out, in your app, put take profit 1. Get the sure pips, okay? Don't be greedy and go for take profit 3 because it may not reach there. Secure your bag, okay? Get take profit 1. Let's get into the habit of winning trades, okay? Don't try to get rich in one trade. Just win the trade. Now you can say, hey, I had 12 wins, 1 loss this week. We want to build that record, not how much dollars you made, okay? Keep that in mind. So we already identified that this is a buy, okay? In your app now, and if you're someone like me, it's really cool that we can look at the scanner like on our computer or our tablet and then be a MetaTrader on your phone. So if you're demoing, guys, I would say let's do it. If you have a live account, I would say let's do it. Let's test the scanner. If we're going to use proper risk management, so even if we lose this trade, you lose a couple bucks, but we're testing. Let's place the trade. That's what the scanner's here for. I'm going to place the trade in my live account. Okay, so here's what we're looking for. So remember, don't press buy or sell yet because we need to put the parameters. So just check this out. So we're at point D, right? We're going for take profit 1. So if you bring up your phone, and I would say if you're doing it in your demo, let's go to USD Chef on your phone, and we're gonna do a market execution. So guys, the scanner, as you get more advanced in your skill set, you can start to understand when you can set buy stops or buy limits. But for right now, if you're brand new, you just want to start placing trades with the scanner, do it market execution if you can see that you're around the entry price. So USD Chef, I have it set to market execution. I just said we're going to go for TP1 all the time. Let's just get used to going for TP1, okay? Let's not be greedy. Let's secure the layup. Let's not go for the 3-pointer, all right? So in my take profit, I'll enter this number that's here, 9684322, or 3, because this only takes 5 decimals. Now, I've got to figure out my stop loss. So guys, here's the thing that the scanner does for you. Check this out. It tells you where your stop loss is. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about stop loss for risk management, but guys, think about this. It tells you where to place the stop. So worst case scenario, if you don't know anything about trading, but we've already shown you how to download MetaTrader, how to get into your demo or your live account, and how to physically place a trade. You can literally come to this tool, look for point D, figure out if it's a buy or sell, enter the take profit one and stop loss, and you just enter the trade, and 87% of the time, it's gonna make you money. Y'all, if that's not something to get excited about, I don't know what is. That means that you don't have to understand how to mark up a chart, you don't have to understand what harmonics mean, but you can still be in profit using this tool that all of us have. If that's something to be excited about, guys, drop some sevens, man. If right now, just from what we've done in the last 10 minutes has got you a little bit more excited about this tool, you know, go ahead and drop some sevens in the chat. Are you gonna start using, are you gonna start practicing on the scanner and start using this, right? So let's look at it. So right here, this stop loss, guys, it shows us this number down here. Now let's count some pips to see what's going on. So let's just say we were to enter this trade right now where price is currently at, which is this blue candle. And I'm gonna enter it, right? I'm gonna enter it. Just so y'all can say I did it on the trading, right? So price is right here. So I'm gonna draw a horizontal line where I just entered the trade. Okay, I just entered the trade right there at that red line. Okay, this line here, that's where I just entered the trade. Now I placed a buy and I set my take profit to this first TP here. So let's see how many pips that is. So from my red line to TP1, right? That's 37 pips. So guys, when you're using the ruler, depending on what pairs you're on, you know, it usually shows the amount of pips in what they call points, right? So if it says 366, is not this from this to here to here is not 300 pips, guys. Okay, just move the decimal place. It's actually 37 pips. Okay, so keep that in mind. 37 pips. So guys, this is a good little trade. If I place this, if I place the buy, and if and when this hits my take profit, I'm going to be 37 pips in profit. Okay. Now let's look at our stop loss. So from where I entered this trade down to where the scanner is calling stop loss is 63 pips. Now, here's where it gets interesting, and here's where you've got to do a little bit of the math. The scanner takes the work out of identifying the trade. You can do that. The only thing, guys, you've got to think about is risk management. So we always tell you never risk more than 3% of your account. Okay? So I'm going to do a little math for y'all. And don't get confused. Anyone can help you, you know, understand risk management. There's tons of videos in the academy. You can YouTube it. Like, don't get overwhelmed if you don't get it this first time around. But I just want to break it down to you really quickly. Is, let's say most of you guys, let's say you've got a $100 account. You started your account with $100. And we're telling you not to risk more than 3% of your $100 account. 3% of $100 is $3, guys. Right? So that means that you shouldn't risk more than, you shouldn't be willing to lose more than $3 on any trade. Now, let's think about this. If we're looking at, okay, so let's write this down here. $3, no more risk, no more than $3 per trade. Right, that's that 3% risk management. Let's see. Boom. So risk no more than 3% per trade. Now, y'all already know if we're using the smallest lot size of 0.01, that means that each pip is 10 cents per pip, right? So if we only have $3, we can only risk $3 per trade, and each pip is 10 cents per pip. How many pips can we afford to lose? Okay, some of y'all
300. 300.
You know, 10. If it was a penny, if each pip was a penny, that would be 300 pips.
Yeah, 30.
30. So that means that we're not allowed to risk more than 3% or 30 pips in this trade. So guess what happens, guys? If the scanner is showing us from our entry to stop loss is 60 pips, that means that we'd lose $6 if it hit stop loss, right? But our risk management shows us that we can't do that. We're not allowed to lose 6. We can only lose 3. So what do you do now? You measure from your entry down 30 pips and see what that number is, and you set your stop loss there. So now I'm going to drop my stop loss here. So instead of using the scanner stop loss, which would have been a 60 pip stop loss, we're going to use our risk management and do a 30 pip stop loss. So now, instead of putting this stop in your app, we're going to put this one. Okay? We're going to put this one. And that's this number here. Let's go ahead and type it up. Type it here. Stop loss. Center. There it is. So you see this stop here? This would be the stop that you put in your phone. So let me put that in because that's a 30 pip stop loss. Because my account won't allow me to do 60 pip stop loss. My account ain't big enough. So guys, sometimes when these educators give us stop losses, you got to check to see how many pips that is because it may be more than your risk management. And that's how you're losing more money. Like last night, I placed a trade that went the wrong way, right? It hit stop loss, but I didn't check. I just entered the number from a signal and it knocked me out $7. I was kicking myself because using my risk management, I should never lose more than $3 a trade. So basically I lost 2 trades in that one trade just because I didn't adjust my stop loss. Does that make sense to you guys? Let me know if that makes sense. I'm putting the stop loss in. So 096168. Okay. So let's think about it, guys. Right now, I just placed the trade. I placed the buy for USD Chef with stop loss 0.96168. Take profit is TP1 0.96843. So now I'm in the trade, guys. The scanner gave me a setup. So all I do now is what? Sit and wait. Either it's going to go down and hit my stop loss or it's going to go up and hit my take profit. We don't have to be glued to the phone. You can check it to see if you're in profit or if it started moving yet. But if it hasn't, don't trip. It either has to hit your stop loss or your take profit. One of the two. And either way, you're not tripping because you know that even if you lose this trade, you only lose $3. You still got $97 more in your account. That's how you use risk management, guys. Some of y'all, and I did it too for like weeks until I was like, what am I doing wrong? And then I understood this. It was, you can't just take an educator trade because sometimes I was in like these trades and my stop loss would be $40. And I'm like, how did I lose $40 on a $100 account? It's because I placed a stop loss that I couldn't handle in my account. So I had to realize real quick that, okay, I can't afford for a 400 pips, or that's 400 pips at a 0.01, right? Would be $40. But guess what? I was also over leveraging. So I was having like 0.1s, which was a 40 pip stop loss, which would make me lose $40. So guys, that's why you got to get in the academy. That's why you got to keep on the sessions, because a lot of things you don't learn in the lesson, you learn through practical. Like you learn through going, placing the trade, losing your money, winning your money, trying to figure out and understand why. And a lot of times when we lose, we learn the lesson a lot faster. So risk management, I done blown so many accounts till I'm not about that life anymore. I don't care if I can only make $6 in this trade. I know I can only lose $3. Okay, so use proper risk management. Now let's do a buy. Let's do a sell. So the scanner, guys, doesn't do buy limits or sell limits. It just gives you things you can execute. Now you can set that if you're experienced, and I'll show you what a buy limit looks like. But let's do a sell on the scanner. So guys, if that makes sense.
So I have a question, Sophie.
What's up, Malik?
You said the scanner don't do a buy limit or a selling, but if you click, but I mean, if it's on an hourly chart, that means it hasn't happened yet.
What
You
you
know
mean?
what I'm saying?
No, what you mean? Come again. Just explain it one more time.
Okay, so like I said, I used it a few times. I haven't used it lately, but if you want an hourly chart, right? Because the video says the 15-minute is the more accurate chart. Like 15 minutes, which means it's going to happen within 15 minutes. The hourly chart is going to happen within an hour. So if you do the hourly chart, it'd be like a buy limit.
Can I comment in, Sophia?
Sure. Thank you, Doc.
That's not accurate, Malik. When you see people mark up charts, they mark up the chart on a certain time frame. They don't control when the trade takes place.
Okay,
you can mark up a 15-minute chart. It could take 4 hours for that trade to manifest. That makes sense?
Okay. Make perfect sense.
That's why the trading game is a game of patience. The objective is to preserve capital. It's more important to preserve your capital than to lose it. So I'm glad Sophia showed that even though the stop loss was 60 pips, you don't have to risk that much. In fact, I would venture to say if you have a smaller account on this Harmonic scanner, when the trade activates, I would wait until you are free, like completely free of the entry, meaning it went up a bit, it came back and retest, and then you enter. This one, it already did the retest. It's a safe entry. I would put my stop loss closer to the actual entry. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense. Thank you, Doc.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Doc. Thanks for that. Doc was right there with the alley-oop. You know, now appreciate that. No, but guys, I hope this is valuable. I hope you guys are seeing like the scanner isn't hard to read once you know what you're looking for, right? So remember those steps again. When you pull up the scanner, look for point D. You know, ask yourself, is the take profit above or below the entry? If it's above the entry, it's a buy. If it's below the entry, it's a sell. Then what you've got to start, then you've got to calculate your risk management. But what you also want to do, guys, is make sure that the trade is ready to be placed. So this particular trade, this was prime because we're right around the entry. You know, it went, like Doc said, it went up above entry, it retested a bit, now it's on its way up. We can enter the trade. Even though the line is way down here, we can kind of, the D point, it's close enough to say, hey, we can enter. Now, will this come down a little bit? Of course it may. But right now, you know, we went ahead and entered the trade. Now, what I want you to look out for is something like this. Let me show you. So, hey, let's see. Let me go to a 15-minute. Let's look at something that's not ready yet. Let's see if I can find one. And guys, just to look at this, right? Check this out. This is the D point. Entry point is take profit above or below. It's above. It's a buy. Look at this trade right now. This is your entry. Where is price now? Price is almost to TP1. Would I enter this trade? Me personally, I'll look for another setup because it's already made. It may go to TP2, but I'm trying to hit TP1s. I'm looking for layups. So if I enter this trade here, right now, price is currently up 22 pips out of 25. Will you enter this trade now to go from 2 pips? No, that's a waste. That's remember, like Doc said, our goal is to minimize losses and maximize profit. So would you enter a trade to make 2 pips? 20 cents. Don't make sense, guys. So I would walk away and go to another one. Like I said before, the trades at the top of the scanner are most recent. The ones towards the bottom are old. So what does an old scan look like? First of all, when you come to the scanner, check it out. Where's the harmonic pattern? Like, look how far back it is. It's all the way back here. All of this has done happen. Would you enter this trade? No. Okay, it's long gone. Let's look at another one. You click on it. Let's check it out. We look for the D point. Here it is. Look at where price is at now. Price is all the way over here, but look at this, guys. This particular trade has 2 entries. This entry would be the best entry to get all of these pips, and then this is another entry. So what is price doing now? It went down. It retraced up a bit. It's heading down again. So let's see where price is at now and where the TP1 is. It's 28 pips. It still might be worth getting in this trade. Doc, what about you? What would you do with something like this? Would you take this trade? If he's still on.
Yeah, I'm here. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Because it's by the second entry point. It looks like it just retraced about to now make the move, right?
Retrace. Yeah, that's the one I would enter.
So guys, you see what we're looking at, right? You have an opportunity to enter all the way here. If you missed it here, they have a second entry here. Price is near that entry now, about to move. And from where it's at now to the TP, it's
about 20,
almost 28 pips. I would go for that. I would go for that, right? This is a sell. Go ahead.
What I do as well, Sophia, if it's a 25 pip trade, the minute I am in 10 or 15 pips, I'm not losing that trade.
Move that stop loss into profit,
Stop
right?
loss, yes.
For sure.
If my max is 25 pips, I am okay with 15 to 20 all day, every day.
For sure. You ain't never lied. Close it out. So guys,
I have a question.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Malik. What's up?
If you got 2 entries, what that mean?
That just means 2 opportunities to enter the trade. You can enter when price was up at this level, or if, let's say, you looked at the scanner and price was already down here where it's at, you have a second entry point. So it's showing that near that entry point is another opportunity to enter this trade. So that doesn't necessarily mean enter twice, right? You got to see if you can handle that account. You can, but it's just looking for the ideal entry for you. I would say for like a beginner. Does that make sense, Malik?
Make perfect sense.
All right, dope. So guys, let's get out of here. Last thing, let's do a sell. Let's just look at a sell, and then then I want everyone tonight to like place some demo trades from the scanner. Okay, remember, don't place every trade, guys. Look for like good setups. And just for now, just follow your gut. Go with what it looks like, and like try to analyze the charts and think through what's happening. When I'm looking at these stuff, guys, and I'm no pro, but I'd be talking to myself. I'm like, okay, price came down to here. It went up. It retraced. Now it looks like it's about to go. If I get another candle to the blue candle, maybe it's going. Like I talk to myself. Don't sit there just like talk yourself through this. Everything you're learning in the academy, you hearing on the calls. Like try to see what you've been learning and talk to yourself. It's gonna help you. Okay, so let's look for a sell. That's another buy. Buy. Here's a sell. Boom. Okay, here's a sell. So let's look at it. We bring up the chart. This is the hour chart. You can see what's happening. We bring it over. We look for what? We look for our D point. We've got it. D point. Okay? Is take profit below or above your entry. So someone, drop it in the chat, or everyone drop it in the chat right now. Is this a buy or a sell? That's what I'm talking about. I see the sells. Okay, so it's below. So this is a sell. So you know now that on AUDJPY, we're looking for a sell. So we found our D point. We locate our entry. This is it up here. Prices, if you look at what's happening with price, it's a lot of blue candles, right? So price is in an upward move. So would I enter this trade yet? Me personally, I wouldn't, because price looks like it's going to continue to go up. So this is where I might let price go up. And when it comes back down to this entry, now I'm looking to sell, because now I'm looking for the move downward. So for this one, guys, there's 2 options you have. Let's measure our entry, where the entry is to our stop loss. 70 pips. We can't afford 70 pips, right? We can only afford 30 pips. So about here. Let's say about here, right? Let's say that's about 30 pips. Now, what you can do, if you want to, you can enter the sell and using proper risk management, set your stop loss to here and just hope it doesn't hit it and starts it move down. Or you can wait. Remember, it's 10% buying, 10% selling, 80% waiting. What would I do? Okay, I would look at this and say, okay, this is on its way up. Price is on its way up. Let's see how high it's going to go before it starts to reverse, because clearly the harmonic scanner identified that a reversal is happening soon. So it might not be ready at this very second. So I'm going to let this ride, because you see it's more blue candles than red. That means that momentum is still pushing up. So I'm going to let it go up and see what happens. Now, when price gets back around this entry again, I'll be looking to sell this down to the take profit. So if we entered near the entry, took it to TP1, guys, that's 104 pips. See, this is something I'm gonna be looking at for the night. Let me write it down.
Okay, can I chime in on this one too?
Of course.
So as she mentioned, the harmonic scanner does not give limits, but let's say you may have to go to work or you're going to bed. You could create your own limit order on this. So This is a sale because take profit is below the price. You would set a sale limit at the entry point, 71.177.
I'm actually gonna do that.
Depending on your balance size, that would determine your stop loss. So this stop loss is about,
it's about 70 pips, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that anyway. I'm not taking a 25 pip trade with 70. That's not just what I do. But put your stop loss about 25 to 30 pips below or above, because this is a sale, on that sale limit, and then leave it alone. Like Sophia said, if you utilize proper risk management, trading can be stress-free. You set your entries, you go about your business.
Yep. Facts. Thanks for that, Doc. So I just set that sell limit, guys. So, and I know some of y'all are like, why a sell limit? And, you know, that's a whole nother trading call, and maybe hop on the call with Deborah tonight at 7. She'd probably be going over some of that too. But a sell limit basically means, remember guys, if this green line is our entry, right? A sell limit means that currently price is below your entry, but you're looking for a sell. So you need price to go up to that limit and to start the downward move. Okay? I know some of y'all are like, what? Just think about the fact that we know we're going for a sell. The limit just says that at this point, we're going to activate the sell. So that's how it's a pending order. You won't be ready to place this trade right now, but once it gets to your entry point, you are placed the sell. Now you can go ahead and take this for, 100 pips. Okay? And like Doc said, if you're going for a 100 pip move, when you 25 pips in profit or so, move that stop loss so you can secure that, okay? Because you may not get the whole 100, but at least you guys can see now how this scanner works as far as identifying the D point. Is it a buy or sell? Where the take profit and entry are tells you that. And then you just kind of look at the current candles that are near to the point and see if the trade is ready. Is this trade ready yet? That's up to you. It's all that's going to take experience. So just start using the scanner though, guys. What I wanted you guys to know is that this tool gives us trades, but it's just, we don't use it. We really don't use it. I'm guilty, and I don't ask you guys to do something I'm not gonna do. So I started using the scanner, and I see the value, and I'm like, I gotta tell everyone, they gotta start using it. You're not gonna be an expert at trading right away, but you can become an expert at this scanner. You're only looking for a D point, buy or sell, and the best time to enter. And there's some strategies going along with the scanner. If you like the scanner, follow Manny Quinones. He is the scanner guru. He actually gives so many trade setups based on just the scanner alone and teaches you different strategies to use with the Harmonic scanner. Okay, but I just wanted to hop on here really quick today, guys, because I know some of y'all never even logged into the Harmonic scanner. I wanted you to see how it looks, know what you're looking for when you're logged in there, and be able to start placing some demo trades on your own, because nothing feels better than when you use take the scanner, make a trade, and win. It's like, I did that on my own. It gives you that sense of, I am learning this thing. Even if you don't know why the Harmonic scanner gave it to you, you still did it. Because no one could press that buy or sell or that sell limit button for you on your phone. You still got to do that as well. All right? So I hope this is valuable, guys. Like, start using the scanner, add it into your daily routine of checking Telegram, inviting to calls. Check the scanner out, see what setups you have there, and you're going to realize that sometimes some of the signals that are given in the group, the scanner actually has the same call, and that's a double confirmation that you should take that trade, right? Because if Doc sends a trade from, Anastasia or his own markup, and that same pair for a buy is on the scanner, take the trade. You good, right? So it's a confirmation tool as well. Where can we watch this again? I'm going to post a recording in the group, guys, so look out for it a little later this afternoon. But I appreciate y'all hopping on, guys. We got a call coming up at 8 p.m., one at 9 p.m., one at 6 p.m. So 6, 8, and 9, okay? I think, 6, 8, 9. Doc, you have one at 7 today?
And 7, yep.
So guys, we got one for the rest of the night. 6, 7, 8, 9. Invite your prospects. We're going in massive exposure mode. We're in beast mode. This organization, we're going to have some amazing builders and some amazing traders. And we're gonna keep doing these little pop-up calls because while you're home, man, keep sharpening the sword. So, Doc, I appreciate you for hopping on. I didn't expect to see you. But guys, let's go ahead and invite. Let's use the rest of the night to use the scanner, invite to the calls. Let's get y'all ranked up. I can't wait to celebrate all of y'all in advance. So thank you. Y'all have a good afternoon. Take care.
Thank you, Sophia.
No problem.